Good morning. This is Dennis here. Today I believe is day 14, and today I don't really feel like making a video, but that's the kind of the point of this whole challenge, is to create a no matter what attitude, is to create consistency and to be better on video as well, of course. But why don't I feel like making a video today? Maybe it's because I have no idea really what to talk about, and maybe that just makes me feel like I'm not good enough, or that I should have something to talk about, or these things, and just creates a little bit of pressure. But I want to share this, and I want to talk about vulnerability and how that's really a big strength instead of a big weakness. Especially men have been taught throughout probably the ages to suck it up, get on with it, swallow a concrete pill and harden the fuck up and stop whining, right? And I know from experience in my family, the older generations in my family have definitely suffered this, and it's just a constant bottling up of emotions. And so have I lived until like 10 years ago. I did do that, and I thought that's how it is. That's Men are not supposed to, cry and feel and be emotional, and that's like kind of been put on us, like in movies as well, from movies, and like this culture of the strong, the action hero man. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you can't have Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone start crying all the time. That would be out of character, right? Anyway, I've cried more than I've ever cried in my whole life these last 2 years, and it's so good. I really embrace it, and it always feels so much better afterwards. So vulnerability, yes, women are so good at this. Women are so good at this. And if you've read that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, it explains that whole process of how men deal with emotions and how women deal with emotions, and the big difference is that women talk and men bottle up. So we sometimes it's being said like, women always, they just talk and talk and talk and talk. Yeah, and that's how they process their emotions, and they don't want solutions thrown at them perhaps, but they just want to talk about it. And that's as well how children process their emotions, is by crying, is by screaming, is by having tantrums. That's just how the mechanics work. But how are men different from that? We're not. So when we bottle up and bottle up and bottle up, what's going to happen when that bottle pops, when it's full? And what's that gonna look like? It won't be pretty. It won't be pretty, and it isn't pretty. And it actually will cause disease. The last couple of years I've really learned this. I've been practicing it for 10 years, but being conditioned for decades, not to be vulnerable, it takes some time to open up. So I really want to encourage you, men and women, because there's some women as well bottling up emotions, to you shouldn't just be focusing on this all the time, but especially when something happens, it's really useful to really talk about it, acknowledge it, and maybe not obsess about it, but talk about it, and in a natural way, that things happen, and it's not for us to you know, just ignore it or judge it like it's never happened, and we just get on with it. Yeah, so that's it from me for today, and have an amazing day. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.